everybody. So sorry to keep you waiting. One thing after another, maybe a little bit delayed tonight, but I'm here now and it's nice to have your company. Thank you for joining me. And today is the 1st of February 2022 and it's Chinese New Year. So Gong Yi Fat Choi to those celebrating. Nice to see you all. And I'm now going to say it in Hakka, which is my mother's dialect, which is Xin Yen. What does that say? I can't read my own writing. I did it earlier. Xin Yen Kwai Lok, I think. Right, so because it is Chinese New Year, I'm going to make a stamped one sheet wonder inspired. Inspired. I'm not quite awake. I'll tell you what happened. I went down for a little lie down, which made my eyes sleepy, and I had a little nap. Woken up by a phone call, and I feel a bit delirious now. Not delirious, just a little bit not with it. Inspired. You know, oriental inspired is what I'm trying to say. Let me just turn the camera on. Take the camera off my face. Shall I start again? Oh dear, we're not having this flashing light. Oh no. Who's flashing over here? Stop. We cannot be having flashing lights. Too bedazzling. Okay, this is a blank piece of basic white cardstock. And we're going to turn it into something a bit different. So I was slightly organised in as much that, oh, who's doing it now? The other one. It's buffering. Oh, great. Here we go. What's going on then? Can't even call myself up on YouTube. Is that good? No, I don't want to unmute myself. I can't even tap into the comments. Let's see if I can. Sorry about this, folks. Bear with me, please. Good evening. I'm okay now, am I? See if I can get these efforts to get right. So I've got my basket of goodies here. So I'll talk you through which stamp sets I've got here. So you probably, if you are into Stampin' Up and use this stamp, you'll know that this is from Very Versailles. I better grab it out if I've got the stamp out. Then I've got a leaf from Forever Fern. I am using quite a few stamp sets, just going to warn you. I've got the this one here from Stitchery, and I've got quite a few. I feel like Ruth. In Symmetry, which is the stick and these flowers, and if that wasn't enough, I've got watercolor shapes. So 1, 2, 3, 4 stamp sets. No, 5. I was going to say that's not bad for me, but that is 5 stamp sets we're going to use tonight. But we're going to use elements of each, and that's the joy of owning more than one stamp set. I'm just letting you know now that you can mix and match. And then I was playing with hand-penned pestles earlier, and I thought, oh, actually that would make a good flower. So I don't know, I might change it up. We shall see how it goes. Because I've done one already, and this is me making another one so that I've got that. Flashing is going to be very distracting. Can you see the lines of the light on the screen? Yeah, you can, can't you? Oh, right, let's go with that. Okay, let's get started. And I wanted to keep it very traditional colours and things like that. So I'm going to come in with Poppy Parade. And so I'm going to make some nice big bold circles across my page. Just wondering if I should do a different design. Using the same stamps but do a different design. And then I don't know if I'm feeling brave enough to branch out, if I'm feeling a bit dopey and tired. Oh, okay, let's stick to the plan, because otherwise it might just all go a little bit bottoms up. I'm looking for this because this just helps keep your surface nice and flat. Now I feel like I'm in the dark now. There's a point on my table, and whenever I stamp in that corner, I didn't mean that dip. Whenever I stamp in the corner, it doesn't fully stamp it. Right, let me go and find another debris. Oh, I've not used that word for years. I used to say debris a lot. Does anybody have another word they use if they can't remember what they're supposed to be saying? I'll do the register in a minute and see who's here. But for now, I'm just going to get stamping because I'm already late. So my back, look, here's that corner. I don't know what it is about that corner. So nice spot. I'd love this as a dress. Just saying. What was I saying? Yeah, I just went down. My sciatica was hurting me a bit, as it does in the evening sometimes. Lay down, I was catching up on the UK video. Stamp Around UK have come out with their video for the month because it's the beginning of the month. It's coming in with a leaf stamp. So I was watching those videos and I was feeling rather sleepy. Not because of the content, I will quickly add, but just because I was feeling a bit sleepy. Just going to try, see what happens if I do that. Do you know what? I'm going to go slightly... Oh no, this is the wrong one. Not the wrong one, but it's a different one that I used. Okay, we're already going off piste, folks. We're already doing something a bit different, but that's okay. We'll just follow the pattern now that we've started. So, yeah, and my eyes were feeling rather heavy. Well, they were after dinner anyway. And I'll tell you a bit in a minute about my dinner. And so I was like, oh, I'm just going to set the Alexa for... I think it was 20 minutes. I thought I'm just going to get a quick shut-eye in before I do my live. And then I heard the phone ring, which the landline rarely rings. It's usually my parents, or more specifically my dad, because my mum would maybe text me or something. So anyway, it went to answer phone, and then I could hear the bleeping of the answer phone, as you do, you know. So then I thought, oh, well, you know, I might as well get up. Didn't have my full quota of sleep, but that's okay. Because I want to make sure I sleep tonight. And then, so I got up and I heard the answer phone message. This is a very long-winded story for nothing very exciting. I'm just telling you why I'm late. Oh dear. So I called him back because although he wanted to speak to Matt, I could sort out his query. And then what happened? Oh yes, I had a project on my desk which I didn't want to scoop up and back away. I just wanted to finish it a bit because I was in the middle of filming as well. So that made me a bit delayed. So there you go. Thank you, Vicky. So kind. So Vicky's put in the details of the video hop just then. So let's go back. So on my circles, I wanted them to have a bit of a look of a lantern. So I've added in these stripes from the stitchery, which you might think, yeah, but you can't really see it. But it's about adding detail to your one sheet wonder and not stamping too much, Esther, because I've gone over to the side. And I wanted it to have this sort of, oh well, it's stamping it, so we'll go with it. we can't help where the stamp goes. I'm not directing it or anything, you know. Oh, I've lost my train of thought again. Yes, the lanterns. No, I said the lanterns. Hop, yes. So check out the UK Stampin' Around UK video hop. The theme this month is celebration. Always a good theme to have. And you can check out my fancy fold card that I made for celebration. Now, let me do the register. Say hello to you. I feel like I'm waffling on and haven't said hello. Oopsies. What did I press? Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Gong hei fat joy, Miss Lin Lin. Oh, it keeps scooping back. Hi, Janice, going hey fat choy. Linda, Ellie, Janice. I said hello to you already. Hi, Glenna. My sweet Glen. Wendy's. Wens from Wendy from Moose Creations. You all have your little chat between yourselves. Who else is in the house? Vicky, hey darling. Shaz, good to see you. Joanna, hello. Reed, so good to see you. How are you doing? And Cheeky Monkey Claire is on. I don't want to miss anybody. Cindy Taylor Fox in the house. Okay, I think I've got everyone. Just shout if I missed your name. Don't forget, you can share out the broadcast. Share the love. Right, I am going to go in a different direction. This is not the colour I used in my original. Actually, I might do that in gold. Let's do that. Let's reserve that one. That's it, folks. I'm going in my own direction, and I'm going to bring out another stamp set because that's it now. I'm in a different direction. So, do you want to hear about my dinner? I'll tell you anyway. For Christmas, I should say, not at Christmas, for Christmas, I was given some black beans, like dried black beans, and I was like, oh, they look good, not sure what to do with them. So I quickly looked up a recipe on YouTube this morning, really simple. And can I just say, you might think this is flooded in red, but I am going to add other colours. So you've got to trust the process. You've got to go with it and go, oh, I don't like that. But then go, do you know, it's not a finished article. It's like a half-built house. It's not going to look good, is it? So black beans. So I looked up the recipe. I was like, oh, that looks really simple. I might be able to do that. So I made myself lovely. I got out some meat and I thought, oh, is it going to defrost in time? So just a little update on those that know about my defrosted meat. It did defrost in time and I managed to cook it. So I grabbed out some pork chops and what looked like some duck's legs, which were in the freezer from, must be a little while now. I'm going to think I might add in some crushed curry or some, I don't want it to look Christmassy, so I'll add in some crushed curry. Yeah, I thought it was rather tasty. Troy, my oldest, ate it, but I didn't think he was overly keen. And he said at the end that he didn't. I said, oh, we've got enough for tomorrow, goody. And he's like, I'm not sure if I like it. I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. So, yeah, I was quite pleased. I was like, oh, check me out. Especially when I make things for the first time. They don't always go to plan. So then we had some shop bought noodles and one pot of noodles, one Thai green curry that was in the fridge ready to use. And I bought some prawn crackers this morning because I know the boys like those. So I did that. So that's going to be good. That's that one. I need to add my black. Just thinking myself through here. Just thinking what I need to do. So yeah, it was very nice. So spottage, dottage will do. Remind me at the end to add that in. I'll do that in black, I think. Now we're going to add some stenciling. So let's see what's in our stencil box today. Actually, we could do some wood flower, a bit odd. Oh, why not? I'm feeling it tonight. And there's me going, I'm going to stick to the plan. And then she goes off on one. I just want to say hello, everyone. I'll see you also. Oh, Claire, lovely. Take care. Go and rest. Go on. Off you go. You can always watch on catch up. Nice to see you there, lovely. Thank you for popping in. So I like to just rub the ink off my stamps because you might as well because it's on there. No need to half clean them. So what am I going to do with these? I just add them in here. Why not? So yeah, and then in the freezer, I had some red bean bao. which is like Chinese buns. Oh my goodness, I was already stuffed by this point, but they were rather delicious, I'll have you know, rather delicious. Send the leftovers to Ellie. Oh, I moved my stencil then. Used to go to the city to Chinatown to celebrate my Chinese heritage, says Vicky. Ah, that's cool. I know, it's nice to do something, and I think over the years I've got into it a bit more, and it's just nice to make a bit more of a deal of it, and you know, it's nice. I keep using the word nice. Matt keeps taking the mickey out of me for using nice. I think it's important, not just nice, it's important, and it's celebratory. Oh, Lisa had a quick change of computer. Didn't notice. She managed that very well. A little sneaky laptop change there. Okay, so I need some black ink. Now I've got to be careful of black because I don't want lots of black. Because red, we want red to be the predominant colour. Why is that in my drawer? You don't live there. I've got basic grey in there. In my haste, I've packed it away in the wrong place. I feel like I've got a hair tickling my back. Ellie said, oh, we made homemade Thai fish cakes. Does that count? It is Asian, she says. Oh, Ellie says, I think I'm going to have to go back to that Chinese supermarket and buy something this time. Yeah, you've got to know what to do with it though, Ellie. Right. So what I like to do with straight stamps like this is to make up my own. Now, I'm just saying I'm making up my own characters. Now, I don't know if they're actual Chinese characters. That's not the point. It's just to get the impression of. Because can I just say, in the past, I've had thumbs down for some of my Chinese-inspired things. And I think, you know, people mustn't take me too seriously. It's inspired. I'm not saying this is a Chinese character or one-sheet wonder. I'm saying I've been inspired by, and I'm going to straighten it back up again because I can't think at the moment if I don't straighten it up. And I'm just using the lines from the what's this from? What's it called? In Symmetry. Okay, that doesn't look very much like a Chinese character, but the ones I did earlier did. Look a bit more like a Chinese character. And like I said, it's inspired by it. It's not supposed to be actual characters. It's just the sort of look of something that might look Chinesey. Am I digging myself into a hole? I feel like I am. Thank you, Wendy, in the style of Chinese characters. Levine managed to stay away from ordering Chinese takeaway this year. Best time to do it is not on Chinese New Year. It was fun watching you, Ruth, and May getting excited about what's on the shelves. So if you're wondering what about, Ellie went to, we met up with Ellie in Swindon and went to a Chinese supermarket. And it's a bit of a, you know, when you've never been to a Chinese supermarket before, it can be a bit overwhelming and unusual and strange and different. So even I don't know what half the stuff is myself, so I wouldn't worry too much. I decided I'm going to stick to the straight lines because curvy lines are a bit more complicated. Right, what am I doing? Let me try and copy that one. Line and a line. And I've done a straight line, thing like that, and I've gone like that. There we go, they all look different. Hi there, Maureen. Nice to see you. What did Vicky say? So Vicky's 3 times great grandfather was Chinese. He came out to Australia in the gold rush in the late 1800s. That's so cool. I don't want it to look like a hash mark too much, but I want it to look Chinese inspired. I kicked going to the Asian markets to check out items. You kicked? Who are you kicking, Cindy? Yeah, Lavina, are you saying that you're regretting not going to having Chinese tonight? Right, I feel like this needs something else. Not figured it out just yet. Maybe by the time I put some gold on it, it will change. And it'll be, oh, dotage as well. We'll do the dotage now, because it'll break it up once I put some gold on it. I feel like my one-sheet ones is a lot sort of bolder and bigger than Ruth tends to do more sort of intricate, delicate ones, and mine are a bit more brash. Oh, Reed, if you need to go, lovely, don't you worry. Just going to put a hint of dots. There we go. Oh, Ellie likes the black line effects. Thanks, Ellie. Right. I love going to my local Chinese supermarket. It reminds me of when I lived in Singapore as a child, says Joanna. Ah. Sometimes I do wish that I knew more, one, of what things were, how they tasted, and what you do with them. And two, just generally, maybe a little bit more about, you know, the culture and things. Oh, excuse me. No yawning. I'm not yawning really. Right. Let's get the heat tool on. I've got my box of. I've got my gold gilded flakes, and I need my sticky doodah. What do you call him? Where's he gone? Right, let's just think about it for a minute. Where would it have gone? It's not on my desk, that's for sure. Where are you? Embossing. Oh, it's in my drawer, I just couldn't see it. We've got another Cindy in the house. How many Cindys have we got? Cindy Fox Taylor and Cindy Alexander. Good evening. That's looking good, Esther. Thank you, Miss Cindy. Right, now I'm going to give it a good old tap, tap, swipe, swipe. With the old embossing folder. Embossing folder. What am I talking about? Embossing buddy, this is. A buddy. And then I need the eat and sticker powder. There we go. Oh, I'm not yawning really. I'm honestly not yawning. Right. And then I think it's just so much easier if I ink up the whole stamp. So I'm going to just ink up the whole stamp and think about where this is going to go. Quite like it actually. If we do some. Might be a bit straight if I do it straight. We could go across the moons. The red moons. There we go. Hello, Melanie. I hope you got a late note. She says, sorry I'm late. Wow. It's alright, actually I can't talk. I was late. I was late to my own live, so there you go. Right, I'm going to move fairly speedy because I don't want the Versamark is quite good at not drying too quickly, but I haven't got a clue where I'm stamping, really. I can't see. So I'm just going to keep stamping, like so. Then I'm going to come in with my heat and stick, and I'm going to go whoosh all over. Oh, it must be running out. And do the shake and back, give it the freshness back. Just tip it all around, make sure I capture all the areas that I need to. There you go. Give it a little tap tap. Put it to the side somewhere. There's no room in the inn. Okay. Let's put you on my desk floor. Right, I'm just going to warn you, you might want to turn down your volumes because I'm going to do some... Oh look, that's collected at the bottom there, that's just not helpful. I'm going to put up the heat tool in a minute. Why is that all stuck down there? Really not helpful. Right, I'm making a mess so you don't have to. Okay, volume's down then, please. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I've just seen your comment. I'll talk in a minute once this is all heated up. So when it's heated it turns clear, but I think I sometimes don't heat it long enough. I'm just going to make sure that once it goes clear that I hover for a second. Okay. I'm just trying to catch your comments at the same time. Right, I'm just gonna, as soon as that's done, I'm gonna... Sometimes I find sometimes it just kind of loses its sticky, so I'm just gonna go a little bit crazy with this gold gilded flakes. Find the lumps and the bumps. Okay. And then somewhere under here, and something in here. Hello, Joanna. Don't sniff it. Yeah, I'm trying not to sniff it, but it's... Right, nobody breathe. Hold on a second. Just gonna shake these babies in here. Okay, so I've been given this really cool, it's like a little scourer almost, sponge. And you could brush off the flakes, the excess. I'll try and do this at a bit of a distance because you don't want to inhale the gold, have gold lungs. Gently does it. I've learnt that. Right, there's a lovely earlier. I'm just going to scroll back to see if I can read that. Lisa says, and that's just fine, Esther. You are each your own person, and the fact that you do different styles is why I love watching both of you. Thank you. Very sweet of you to say. Oh man, flakes dug from one end of my house to the drug from one end of the house to the other, says Darlene. Don't sneeze. I know, I'm a bit bad. I should open a window or something. There we go. Look at the difference that makes. Gold gilded flakes. So do you want to do, here's one I made earlier. Similar but different. So this one I used the flowers from In Symmetry, and this one I've decided to do the gold leaf. Now what I really would like to do, how we're doing on the old time, is to turn these into decorations so I can use them for Chinese New Year. Now Ruth did a lovely decoration. Look, I've got gold gilded flakes stuck to my stamp. Did some really cool decorations where she made hexagons, and that looked really nice. Or you can make sort of long, thin decorations. So let me just have a little think. If I cut this to, how many can I get out this way? If I do it 10.5 by 10.5, 10.5 to 10.5. So I'm not going to get a whole load out of that, am I? If I do it that big. Unless I do it, I don't want them too small. Any suggestions? Let me know any suggestions. My brain has gone a little bit brain dead right now. Unless I do cut it into 3. Do it at 10 centimeters. So I'm going to cut that down to 20 centimeters. If you go over the gold with a bone folder, it will really shine. Oh, what, the gold gilded flakes? Or a rolling pin? Is that so? Try to look for my bone folder. Is that what you mean? Am I too late? Right, so I've just trimmed that, haven't I? Yes. No, wrong way. I've trimmed, what am I doing? So I cut that to 20, then I was going to cut that to 10. That's what I was doing. Hi, Valerie. That stamp had a gold award, yeah. So if I just cut these down to 10, I don't have to think about it. I'm going to turn it over so it's a bit less painful. So 10, and how big is this? Okay, let's go cut it down to 9.5. And I know that I've got some squares. I'm going to cut them all down to 9.5 squares. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Valerie. Martina says, I know that from using gold foil, that is how one is supposed to stick it firmly and make it shine. Oh. See. Oops. You don't want to cut. 9.5. I love the colours. There's Karen. Thank you. Right. So we got these. So hopefully each one has got a bit of gold. Yep, generally that's quite nice. They're not too shabby, as they say. So then she said, she cut them into hexagons. I said, well, how do you know how much to cut off? She said, oh, I just cut it. I'm wondering if I point that up at the 5. No, that looks too much. I feel like I've got to do something a bit mathematical here. So I'm going to go to the point of the 3 and over to the 1. Here goes. And then she said that she just took that point and turned it and cut it again. What I should have done is, the thing is, I don't want to cut it and then have it go wrong. So I'm just going to... So this isn't looking quite right. It looks like it might be a bit oblongy. Vicky, are you telling jokes again? What have I done? I totally messed this one up, haven't I? What have I done wrong? What have I gone wrong? I've turned it into like a weird lantern shape. What on earth have I done wrong there? Somebody tell me. What went wrong? Vicky, stop telling jokes. I can't concentrate. Oh dear, Darlene said she found out last night that her 9-year-old granddaughter's COVID. Oh, sorry. I know that's, you know, it's going round, isn't it? I know what to do. Right, let's scrap that idea. Because I can't, my head is just, with a headache, can't be dealing with it. Donny Richard, how nice to see you. It's Chinese New Year today. Yeah, Cindy. Okay, let's try just lobbing off the corners, see what that looks like. No, it's too square. I want something a bit different. I don't want squares. I think if I mount it, it'll be fine. Be fine. We'll just go with these flaggy things. They could be coasters, couldn't they? I've just realised, look, I've done that in the opposite direction. I'll just have a hanging thing. So that's that direction, so this one needs to go like that. I'm just going to have a nice wall hangy thingy. That's what I'll do. What's the technical name? So that was that one. So if I do this one, beer mats, says Wendy. Thanks, Wendy. I know, right? Should we just make some coasters instead? No, I'm going to mount these. I feel like I need a plainer background. It gets a bit busy. Let's see what I've got under here. Let's move these out of the way. Put them somewhere where I'm going to find them. And then we can see what we're looking at. Oh, it's less busy on the old eyes. Right, and then I want to mount these. See if I've got some gold. Let's see. Oh, I've got, oh. That's what happens when you look at your drawer. I've got some of this. Put some sparkly gold. Or I could decorate it with some gold afterwards. How about that? Right. I want to mount these onto some red card, I think. We'll do that. Get some Poppy Parade. No, don't listen to me. It's Poppy Parade. The colour that comes out for Chinese New Year. Cut a hexagon from scraps, use as a template. Thanks, Wendy. I'll do that next time. Oh yes, you could, Joanna, that's a great idea. Make a lantern. Yes, I've still got the other one, so I'll do, yes, thank you for that idea. That'll be nice. Okay, let me just get these stuck down. So what did I say those were? Those were 9.5. So is 10.5 too big? Yes. So I'll cut it to 10 centimeters. Looks too big too. Can't be 9.5. 9 it was. So 9.5. Looks about right. Oh, a stick. What stick? So I'll mount them on there. I think COVID has started to hit a lot more of the younger generation just generally. A lot more schools are getting it and a lot more teachers are off. Not nice. And they're in that age bracket. I don't know, I suppose every country is different, but in the UK that should be below the age bracket to have a vaccine. So bless her. Not nice at all. So you can fit in 2 layers of our cardstock into the triple corner punch, which is quite handy. And it doesn't seem to mind it. I can do it fairly easily. Okay. I love those black lines. They look like a resemblance of Chinese characters. Woohoo! That's what I was aiming for. Thank you, Martina. Oh, what have I done? What's going on here? Why is that the same size? Oh, should I pack up and go home? What is going on? Somebody tell me. What have I done? What on earth is going on? Oh dear, what am I like? What on earth is going on? Why is that one like that then? Oh, thank you, Bonnie. She says, Esther, does Stampin' Up respond to suggestions? You could request some Chinese character stamps in the future. They look great. They just might have been even better. Do you know what? I don't own any of the Asian stamp sets. That's why. There is a stamp set at the moment with characters on, and I always think there's like I'm more likely to use it for Chinese New Year, so I don't buy them, and then when it comes to Chinese New Year I'm like, I really could do with like an Asian stamp set. So there we go. I could offset them, that's a good idea, but I wanted them mounted so that okay, let me just, so those are 9.5. What, where did I go wrong there then? Let's just chomp them down to 9. Oh no, I've got to do both sides, you Wally. Right. Cut the red cardstock in half and at least they fit on both sides. This is what I wanted to achieve. There we go. Right, just bear with. Talk amongst yourselves while I fix my problem. I'm just going to have a sip of water. I'm thirsty. And it's the year of the tiger, isn't it? So, I borrowed that stamp set off Ruth, the tiger one. Didn't think to do anything. I didn't realise it was the year of the tiger. I got the eye of the tiger. Right, please work. We're getting there, folks. Sorry for the delay. So nice when you can punch or die cut more than one piece at a time. Right, Lisa. Makes life so much easier. Okay. Thank you for your suggestions and trying to help me out, by the way. I'm just going to roll with this for the mo. I do like the lantern idea. I think what I could do is embellish these, and I want it like a long hanging number. I could do it as bunting, but like hanging across like that. Oh, Janice, when did you sneak in the back door? Janice says she is the first face-to-face class since COVID tomorrow. Oh, and I'm really nervous, bless you. Well, just put things in place to help you feel less nervous, you know, get out the hand sanitizer. And you know what, you'd be amazed how relaxed people are once they're there, and it's, you know, you realise how much you miss being together, and you're there to craft, and actually that kind of takes over, which is nice. Oh, it's so nice to have you in the house, everybody. Welcome. Yeah, if, you know, masks could be an option. It's not easy to sit and craft in masks. Okay. So we're down to 5. I must have some scrap somewhere. I'm not going to cut into a new... I'll tell you what I have got. No, I won't use it now though. It's not the right sort of thing. Because I've got the new glitter paper, which I've not used yet. My glitter stash. Look, there's a bit there. Just wondered if that colour would be nice, the orangey one. Oh, and I've got red. I don't know if that would... No, not convinced. I've got a bit of the gold glitter, methinks, and maybe cut out a few of these to have a bit of a focal point. So how many have you got coming to your class, Janice? Yeah, can you suggest that they take a lateral flow before they come? I think... wondering about having I know it's a daisy, but when it's rolled up a bit more, it can look like a chrysanthemum, can't it? Six people, 2 of them completely new. Oh, that's so exciting. Hi, Elizabeth. Look, I quite like that. It's like a little chrysanthemum. Come a bit close. Definitely going to watch the replay. I can see I totally missed out. Oh, Elizabeth. I think I might need that other. Don't worry, I'm not going to spend the whole evening with you sitting cutting these out. I'm just going to do one and think about how I might string these things up, okay? Because I'm sure you don't want to watch me curling flowers all evening. Surely not. Oh yeah, I like that. So we can have like a focal point now. Let me just sort out my direction that these are going to go in. So because I've punched this differently. I'll have to go to the top, then that one, then that one, then that one, then that one. Okay, so I'll have to go in that order. I'm just going to pile them on top of each other so I know what's what. And my little lovely chrysanthemum there, look. I don't know if I... Oh. Ooh. I can stick it on top of the flower that I've stamped. I don't know if I need the gold leaves, to be honest. I don't think it's actually adding anything to the story. Oh, good. Thank you, Glenna. It looks like a chrysanthemum, and that's coming from Glenna. So I think if I put it on top of here, it will look even more like one. So let's do that. I'm going to offset the next one there and do the little itty bitty buddy one in the middle. Okay, and then just make sure he's stuck down. I'm wrapping chocolate with symbols of fortune paper. I'm wrapping chocolate with symbols of fortune paper tied with red ribbon as a nod to Chinese New Year to give the class ladies. Oh, it's a nice idea. I did wonder about buying some fortune cookies and maybe taking them to school, but I thought, you know what, the kids won't really appreciate it. So, and then they weren't the cheapest. I was like, oh no, maybe next year. Right. Doing its own thing. So my plan is maybe to try and find a way of stringing these up, punch some holes in them, have a nice like long banner. Now if that's going to be the top one, there, that was quite nice and easy. Do we think we should use the gold leaves? Now these are going to have 2 on them, aren't they? Because that's got to hang from the bottom half. So you're going to need 4 holes on each apart from the last one. I love that pingy sound it makes. Tick, tick, tong, tick, tong. Okay, just gonna have to imagine it. Ah, thanks, Karen. Karen says she's got to watch from the beginning. Looks stunning so far. Tick tong. Tick tong. Sorry, you don't want to hear me say it all night. I'm just going to do these and then I'm going to call it a night, I think. And let's just have a quick. I keep saying that, and then I'm like, I'm just gonna. Actually, I quite like the gold. Because it just kind of brings it to life a bit. Oh, sorry, you can't even see what I'm doing. Rubbish. There we go. Gold leaves would look stunning. Yeah, let's do it. Let's fall in love. Yeah, red, you know, you've got Chinese New Year, then you've got Valentine's Day, then you've got Christmas. So red is a good colour to have in your stash. Gold leaves would look stunning. Thanks. Your flower is beautiful. Thank you, Janice. Right, where did I get to? My tick-tong. Tick-tong. 1, 2, 3. Stuck together. Oh, I didn't make the tick-tong sound. Oh, what's going on? It's lost its tick-tock sound. Right, hold on. Let me concentrate. You mustn't do the end of this one. There you go. It's back. The tick-tong is back. There, like that. That worked out all right in the end, didn't it? All is fair in love and war. It's got nothing to do with what I'm doing. So I want to do some more of these. So if anyone wants to go and not watch me cut out more of these, I'm just going to do just, you know, maybe one more just to show you in case you missed it the first time round. Oh, this is perfect, this sort of size paper. Which I must get ready for work tomorrow. Back to it tomorrow. The week seems to be going by rather quickly at the moment. Now, had I not got a crease right in the middle, that would have helped. Actually, it doesn't matter that I got a crease. So, just a tip about punches. If you just turn the shape ever so slightly each time, you can really get those petals to fit in one another, as opposed to just cutting it straight along. So just turn it to the right, and then turn it again to the left. And you'll see, hopefully, that the petals fit in much neater and you'll be able to get more from your card. Fun fact. Right, what I will do is just encourage these flowers a bit. It helps if you break up the fibres in your flowers first. So don't do as I do, do as I say. Because then when you come to trying to crease them around, it's a bit easier. And the Tombow lid is just the right sort of shape for the job. Bob. Oh dear, what am I on? Now, if you don't have one of these foam pads, the back of a, what am I thinking? Mouse mat is a good option. So when the other tip I'll give you is, see, it's worth staying. When you, especially with the daisies and the larger, well, any daisy shape like this, just hold on tight to the end of the petal where it gets thinner, because that's where, if you're not careful, that's where you'll get breakage. So I'm not going to screw that one up totally, because when I did that I couldn't get in to stick it down. It's just encouraging it. I mean, just rolling it against my finger to encourage it to to close a bit more. There we go. So thank you all for joining me tonight. I usually come on for a live on a Tuesday at 9 o'clock on YouTube, and I'm...
Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, a cup of tea would be amazing. Thanks.
You got any tea?
No.
Sorry.
And Facebook's 1 o'clock on a Tuesday. Sorry, my tea boy was here. Well, more like tea man. Tea man. So you can disappear. Did I make it go away or not? Yep, deleted. It's lovely. Now I'm craving Chinese food, says Darlene. Cheryl says, I missed the beginning, so I'll have to go back and see how you did the one-sheet wonder. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? When it's chopped up, you think you'll know or remember what it looks like, but it's amazing how different it is. Right, I'm going to finish this one and let you guys go. I like the middle bit to be a bit more closed, like it's a real flower. There we go. Right. You were so creative. Love the little flowers. Definitely looks oriental, says Luann. Very pretty. Thank you, sweetie. That was gorgeous, says Joanna. So beautiful, sweet May May. I love it, says Glenna. Thanks, guys and girls. Just, I'm doing that just again. I say just quite a lot. I'm going to put these sleeves on, turn cam, say goodnight, go make some lunch tomorrow, and try my best to head to bed. I'm so naughty when it comes to going to bed early. I'm feeling rather tired today. There's always jobs to do, isn't there? There we go. Hopefully you can see that. Sorry, I feel like you're miles away, but there you go. So the idea is that it will hang one after another. Okay. Thank you, ladies and gents, for joining me. So if you're expecting Ruth at Artful Stamping to come on, she won't be on tonight. She's been cooking all day, making some lovely Chinese food, and she's got friends coming round. So she's not planning on popping on tonight. So don't hold out for her to come, okay? Just saying. Oh dear. Right, just... time for Cheryl's dinner. Oh, here comes my tea. Lovely. Thank you very much. Right. Take care, and hopefully I'll see you again very soon. Lots of love. Enjoy the rest of your day, and Happy New Year to you. Oh, Glenna's got a family Zoom for Chinese New Year. How exciting. Oh. And Darlene's Stampin' Up order's on its way. That's even more exciting. Oh, thank you all. I'm glad it worked out in the end. I'm going to have to fix that funny boo-boo another day. Take care. Bye for now.